Hi guys, I'm Megan Brightwood and welcome to my channel. So do you remember last month when I said that I was probably going to start phasing out favorites videos? Well, then this month came along and I was introduced to a lot of really cool things and thought that I should probably share them with you because I'm really excited about them. Maybe you would be too, so we're just gonna go through and talk about my June favorites. But before I get into that, I want to start doing this thing at the beginning of my videos where I talk about the knitwear piece that I'm wearing that day, and I am going to try and make more of an effort to wear some of my hand knit items. And so this one is the Puntilla sweater by Hohie Catelli. I really like it. It's made out of a Malabrigo sock yarn in the colorway Pearl, and I've had this for about 3 years now. Really love it. It does have some pilling issues here and there that I need to take care of, but otherwise it's a really nice sweater, and that's more user care than the pattern, so I would highly recommend it. One thing to note though is that in the pattern it does give you an option for doing lace edging on the sleeve cuffs and the bottom hem, and I think that that would be a really pretty option for a sweater. I did notice though that because I didn't do it on this one, I think I've gotten a lot more use out of this sweater. So I had originally planned on putting the lace edging on this, but I could never find the right color to pair with it, so it just didn't happen. And for me, I'm kind of glad that I didn't do it. It's really pretty with that lace edging. I don't want to say that it's not, but I do think that I've gotten more use out of it, and I've been able to wear it for the past 3 years because I did not put that lace edging on. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's hop into the favorites because I do have things from makeup to home decor to food items, so we've got a lot to cover, so let's just get started. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is a BB cream, and it is the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment Primer. This is in the shade Light, and it's not the lightest shade. Usually I will go for the lightest foundation shade possible. I have very fair skin, but thanks to the summer, I have darkened up a little bit, and I have the second to lightest shade. So this is the shade Light, and it works really well. It's got kind of a dewy sort of finish. You can definitely tell that it's there, but it is fairly light as well. I mean, it is a BB cream, and it also has SPF 30 sunscreen in it, which is really nice because we've been spending a lot more time outside. The kids love hanging out outside, and while I'm really good at remembering to put sunscreen on them, I'm not as great at remembering to put it on myself. So given that this is just kind of part of my morning routine, it's been pretty nice to know that I'm not gonna burn my face at least, or at least not right away. But yeah, really like this. I would highly recommend checking it out. And then I have a hair care favorite, and I'd been using the Function of Beauty line from Target, and I really like that still, but I was running out of the conditioner, so I picked up a new one because I'd heard a lot of really good things about this, and it is the Oribe Gold Lust Repair and Restore Conditioner. And I'd had a sample of this back in December. I'd had a really cool advent calendar from Net-a-Porter, and there was a sample of both the shampoo and conditioner from Oribe, and I wasn't super excited about it. It might just be that the sample was too small and I couldn't get a good feel for what it was like. But now that I've been using the conditioner, I really like it. So I'm still using the Function of Beauty shampoo, but this has been really nice. And I'm sure my hair doesn't look like it's super different than the last time that you saw it. If anything, it's probably a little frizzier. But we've been doing swim lessons with my daughter Evelyn, and it's the kind of lessons that I get in the pool with her. So my hair has been experiencing a lot more chlorine recently, so I think that that's what the frizziness is coming from. Otherwise, it's really nice. It's really soft. Right now, you can definitely tell that the chlorine is still in there, but it would be so much worse if it wasn't for this. I did get to use this probably a week or so before starting lessons, and it made a huge difference. So I would probably not use this every single day. It is ridiculously expensive, but it is a very nice, luxurious kind of treat yourself sort of product. And the other thing I wanted to mention was that it does have a pretty heavy perfume scent, which I really like. It does add to the experience for me, but it is pretty heavily scented. So if that is something that you're sensitive to, I would recommend trying to smell it in person before just purchasing it. But otherwise, it's awesome. I really like it. So then I have one more kind of body care item, and I know I've talked about this before. It's been a favorite in the past, and it is the Herbivore Crushed Amethyst Exfoliating Body Polish. This is another one of those really kind of expensive feeling products, and I really love it. So yeah, if you open up the top here, you can kind of see it's just a body exfoliant sort of a product, but it's got a really nice consistency to it. It's a nice exfoliant to oil ratio. It smells really nice. It's got kind of a natural minerally sort of scent to it. Works really well. It feels luxurious once again. And I've noticed that this is something that I grab more in the summer, and I think that part of it is that I have really good intentions of doing fake tanning throughout the summer and being one of those girls that, you know, has color. But I will get in the shower, I'll shave, exfoliate, and then the next day when I go to self-tan, I just don't do it. So not sure what that's about, but I do still really like the exfoliant. My next favorites are more along the lifestyle spectrum of things, and the first item that I wanted to share with you are the earrings that I am currently wearing. These are from Madewell, and I believe that they're called the Chunky Archway Hoops. I will link them below if you want to check them out, but I'd recently done an earring haul from Nordstrom, and in that video I had talked about which earrings I thought I would get the most use out of, and I'm fairly certain that I'd said that I was going to get a good amount of use out of these, and oh my goodness, I have. They are just the perfect statement earring without being too ostentatious. I really, really like them, especially with my hair down. When I have my hair up, I kind of prefer stud earrings instead, so I've got some pearls that I like to wear, or I have some stars that are really pretty, but these ones have kind of been my go-to if my hair is down. They stay in my ear, they look awesome, I just really like them. So moving on, I have a homeware sort of favorite that I'm really excited to share with you. I've had it behind my back and it's freaking me out because I'm so worried I'm gonna break it. It is this pitcher from Anthropologie, and it is the Botanica pitcher. It's so pretty. On the website, it looks like it would be a lot more vibrant, but it does have more of a muted sort of tone to it. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely still kind of bright, but the florals on it are so pretty. I really like it. And I really like making my own lemonade and limeades in the summer, particularly limeade because it tastes really good with a little bit of vodka in there. But yeah, love this pitcher. And I have to say, the reason that I got this pitcher was that I'd had another one that had really pretty crackled glass on the bottom, and then it kind of just went up into like a bubbly glass sort of look. It was really pretty, also from Anthropologie, but one of the times that I was making my lemonade and limeade, I think I was just making the sugar water at that point, the simple syrup, and somehow I dropped it with the sugar water in it in my kitchen. So the glass shattered everywhere, and then the simple syrup that was in there splattered everywhere. I was cleaning my kitchen for probably a week trying to get all of the stickiness off of there. I got the glass cleaned up pretty thoroughly, but that syrupy sort of mixture, that was not fun. But I did finally replace my pitcher. This is gorgeous, and I'm going to try to be much more careful with this one because I don't want to do that again. That was miserable. So we have reached the last favorite of the video, and I know going into this one that this is not going to apply to everyone, but if it does apply to you, then I am more than happy to share. Recently, my husband and I decided that we were going to try cutting caffeine from our diets. We are both massive coffee lovers, but we were kind of experiencing some health things that we thought would improve if we were to cut caffeine out. But like I said, we are massive coffee lovers, so we got through a couple days, but then we wanted the coffee, basically. So I found some decaf whole coffee beans, and I was looking for others, and I'm sure that there are, but our favorites are the caribou beans, caribou coffee ones. So this is the caribou blend, but it's naturally decaffeinated and it's really, really good. So we have a Breville espresso machine and you can do 1 or 2 shots at a time. And the 1 shot is a little bit too weak for us. If we do it on 2 shots for each cup, that is perfect. It's almost like drinking a regular cup of coffee, but without that extra caffeine in it, which has been amazing. I really, really like that. And I had looked at different ground coffee. It seems like there are more options for decaf coffees that way, but because we have the espresso machine and we're so used to that, I didn't want to do that, and I haven't really found any that I like from decaf. I've been involved in some other organizations that they always have decaf coffee at their functions, and I never really like it. So this one I do really like, and if you are looking for a good decaf coffee, that is the one for you, the Caribou Coffee, Caribou Blend Decaf. Really liked that. So that is the end of my June favorites. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I've really been enjoying doing these videos, and I know that this isn't really a knitting related video, but they are kind of fun to do as well. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!